Go and grab your Bewears merchandise today. There are t-shirts, sweatshirts, phone cases, and more, all with the link down in the description below. You do not want to miss out. What's up, guys? It's Carson back here on Toxic Gaming, finally with more of the Meme League or Week 6 match. These matches, we kind of got a little ahead of ourselves with getting matches done, but I haven't had time to actually sit down and record or voice over them or anything. So we're trying to catch up still. But before we go into anything here with the teams or anything like that, we're going to give it against Shoddy, a guy from the PPLD1 and the Bayern Mewnich. If you guys want to just skip to the battle and you don't really want to know what the team is, you want to just hear how the battle is going, there will be a timestamp to where the battle is right there and there, somewhere on your screen for you. But if you are willing to stay here and listen through the team builder and stuff in the beginning, we'll be going through it now. Shoddy's basic draft is Mega Guard, Weavile, Metagross as a user, Dragonite as a user, Donphan, Blissey, Cofagrigus, Blastoise, Cryogonal, Electivire with Z moves, and that's a Super Z user, Quilladin, and Diglett. I believe he had some transfers. I'm trying to make sure that those are the transfers that were available for us this season, or this week. But that's what he has to go up against. And then for us, we have Lesnar, our Jirachi, which is Choice Scarf. I made it shiny because I know there's some weird thing where shiny Jirachi is the only one that can have certain moves compared to non-shiny, so I wanted to maybe throw off somebody or not. But we're just Choice Scarfed with Iron Head, U-Turn, Zen Headbutt, and Fire Punch with 48 in HP, 252 in attack, and then 216 in speed. I believe we are outspeeding Dragonite. I believe that's where we were going with this. It was either that or base 95, somewhere around there with the 216 and Jolly Nature, somewhere around there with the Choice Scarf. Then we have Master Lock, our Buzzwole, which is our leftovers Buzzwole, with Bulk Up, Earthquake, Superpower, Thunder Punch, 252 in HP, 64 and Adamant in attack, 100 in defense, and then 92 in speed. We weren't speed creeping a whole lot of stuff. I believe we were speed creeping a max speed Metagross, I believe is what we were going for. But I wanted to make the set more of a bulky set, so if I get one Bulk Up, it'll be kind of a pain to try to take down, even with Dragonite having Fly and the possibility of Z-Fly. If I can get one, maybe two Bulk Ups, maybe I'll live a Z-Fly, but who knows. But I really don't want to try to make a Bulk Up set work with Buzzwole. Every time I do it, I end up having either sack Buzzwole or it doesn't work the way I want it to, so hopefully it can work this time. Next we have Spoogles, or Tangela, with Eviolite, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, Toxic Protect, the disgusting Tangela set, with 252 in HP, 160 in defense, and Bold Natured, 84 in special defense, and then 12 in speed. Basically, I put a little bit extra in speed in case one of his slower mons tries to speed creep me. Maybe the Donphan tries to make sure he can outspeed Tangela, stuff like that. Hit me with gunk shots. But then I also put a little bit in special defense just in case of Gardevoir, if we somehow have to put Tangela up against a Hyper Voice and Gardevoir, or Shadow Balls from Cofagrigus, or Ice Beams from Blastoise. So if we have to go up against a special attacker, then I want Tangela to be at least maybe take one hit with the Eviolite and those little bit of EVs in it. But really, again, Toxic Leech Seed, that's really all Tangela is here to do. Next we have Tajiri, our Toxapex. I believe this was the week I actually made the transfer. I dropped Slowbro for Toxapex. Slowbro was doing very, very well for us, I'm not going to lie, but it was the fact of having 3 Psychic types, and then I ended up making 2 of those 3 Z users, and I didn't want to lose a Z user, and I felt like I didn't want 3 Psychic types, so I had to drop Slowbro for Toxapex, keep our Regenerator cores going, but with Black Sludge, Haze, Scald, T-Spikes, and Recover, 216 HP, 200 defense, and then 92 in special defense with a Calm Nature, again in case we need to take on Mega Guard. I believed Mega Guard, if it had a Psychic move, would be Size Shock on the physical side. So I wasn't too worried about making a full defense nature. I wanted to be able to come in and take other things. But if I knew of against this team, if I could set T-Spikes up, it would be pretty decent. And against the team that he brought here on screen, 4 out of the 6 can get T-Spiked, so that's not bad. And then Haze, I had 4 DD Dragonite. If I could Haze away its Stat Boost, Calm Mind, Gardevoir, Calm Mind, good old Cofagrigus, so we can try to take that on, and then Rock Polish, good old Metagross, because we've lost to Rock Polish Metagross in the past. I'd rather have that just to remove anything than have Poison Stab. Poison Stab wasn't as needed as I felt this match. And then we have our one-man band, our OMB, our Menetric, our Mega Menetric, with Overheat, Hidden Power Ice, Volt Switch, and Snarl, 76 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, 4 in Special Defense, and then 176 in Timid and Speed. Basically, Overheat was for to be able to do the most damage we can to Metagross, because AV Metagross looked kind of disgusting against me. Hidden Power Ice for the D-Knight after if we either break multi-scale with it, or if it's already broken, then hell yeah for us. Volt Switch, just because I didn't feel like I needed much actual electric stab, I just would rather have the initiative out. And then I had Snarl on here specifically for the guard and Cofagrigus, mainly because I guess I knew T-Bolt does more to both of them, but it's the fact of being able to live Hyper Voices, being able to really 1v1 more easily a setup a Cofagrigus, or like a resting Cofagrigus, some type of pain splitting Cofagrigus, stuff like that. Being able to drop special attacks, special attack from those two mons specifically would have been really nice for Menetric, and then I could bring in a wall and go with the toxic stuff that I need to do, know that I can live hits at that point. I wanted to use that little bit of tech. I love Snarl, because I really liked it in VGC before they did all the legends and stuff, so I really want to use Snarl more. And then finally we have Trish Stratus, Arco Fable, with Leftovers, Magic Guard, Flamethrower, Moonblast, Stealth Rock, and Soft Boil, 252 HP, 76 in defense, and then 180 in special defense with a Calm Nature. Really more on the special defense side of stuff, with Tangela being our only real physical defense mon. But really, what Clefable's main job, and really only job, is to keep Stealth Rocks up as much as possible, or on at least until Dragonite's multi-scale is broken. And if I can predict a Weavile switch in for some reason, if he switches in Weavile, or a Metagross switch in and quick Flamethrower and get heavy damage on them early, that'd be ideal. But really, that's what Clefable's main thing is: set up Stealth Rocks and stay alive. That's really what Clefable's here for us. But with any further ado, we're just going to go on right into the battle. For those of you who just joined us, thank you for joining us and staying through the video and just clicking forward. Hopefully you can figure out the sets as we go. But I'm going to lead off with Jirachi here, and I'm just going to U-turn when he leads off with this Donphan. I don't need to do anything else against it. I just go right into good old Tajiri here. He knocks off my Black Sludge turn 1. Really glad I switched out, even though it wasn't an Earthquake. He didn't get rocks up right now. He will Earthquake me now. And I wanted to Scald and see if I could burn this thing, and we do. So turn 2 burn was really, really fortunate for us. I knew I could live hits now. He's going to swap out here going into his Gardevoir. I pulled the swap at the same time going into Tangela, and I'm not too happy about this, but I'm okay with it. It's one of those things. The Hyper Voice, as we see, does 75% to Tangela. It does a fucking lot, but I can get Toxic on this thing, and that's what I really, really wanted to do, is get Toxic on this thing early, because I can Toxic Protect this turn. I have literally no reason not to Quick Protect this turn, see what he's going for. Maybe went for the Shadow Ball, probably thinking Jirachi to come in, so now I know he has Shadow Ball. I'm going to switch in into Clefable to be able to take on both of those. Side Shock, which is like if it's a higher roll, if that was a low roll, do a 2-hit KO to me. But he's just getting Toxic Solid right now. He's going to switch out into the Metagross, and I'm going to Soft Boil it. I thought he might, and I could have Quick Flamethrower, but I wanted to get Clefable back up to full health. I go out into my Tajiri. I'm okay with it. If I can get T-Spikes up, great. It's kind of like I just need to get the Regenerator health back. I go on into Buzzswole here, and the Zen Headbutt comes, and sadly, this is going to be Buzzswole not really doing a whole lot again. Like, it's sadly one of those things. I'm switching out with him now, going back into Tangela. I'm really trying to figure out what's the thing I don't care dies to this, and it ends up being Buzzswole. Like, it's like I don't... It's the thing that's the least needed that can die to this, so that I can actually beat this fucker. But I go into Jirachi now to kind of scare him a little bit, not knowing exactly what I'm going to do. He goes into his Cofagrigus, good play on his part. I wanted to U-turn. I figured he might switch out into something, and if he didn't, I could switch U-turn out into something else anyway. And I went into the Tangela because I could Toxic this thing again and get Toxic on this early. I decided to Leech Seed, though, in this case, since I'm guessing he might switch out, but he sets up his Calm Mind here, so I can get my health back from this. He can set up Calm Minds really all he wants. I don't really care. I'm going to Toxic Stall this thing down as much as I can. He's going to Shadow Ball, and we're going to see that does a decent fucking chunk, and a Spadef drop, which is really not fortunate, but we got turn 2 burn, so I mean, let it swing back in his favor for a minute. I'm literally doing the Protect Toxic strategy, because I have no reason not to do it. With Tangela here, he's Toxic, I'm getting health back, there's no reason for me not to do it. I go into Toxapex here because I feel like I can take Shadow Balls a little bit better, and it is a little bit, but I still get the special defense drop, which, again, sucks. And I do have Haze, though, so I can, if he tries to keep Calm Minding, I'm going to Haze now just to get rid of them. I thought I would have been slower, so that's what I was kind of, I didn't know the speed as much as I probably should have. But he does Rest to get rid of my Toxic Strategery there, which is good for him. He does switch out here going into the Gardevoir, and I went for a Scald. I just was going for damage. Really, any damage was nice damage on that resting Cofagrigus. I wanted to switch out here, going back into Tristratus. I know I could take everything this thing wants to do. He's going to Wish, and have an interesting 3 attacks Wish guard. I was kind of cool about that. He's actually just going to stay in an attack now. I went for the Flamethrower, and he's going to get his Wish back. Sadly, Toxic does not go before Wish, but I expected the Metagross to come out there. He's going to Wish again, and I'm just going to go for the Soft Boiled and get my health back up. Toxic's wearing him down a lot right now, and now he's going to switch out going back into the Metagross, and I'm going to get Rocks up this point. Metagross is back up to full thanks to the Wish. I knew I needed to get Rocks up. It was kind of my only chance to really do it. And here's the Rock Polish Metagross, the shit that I'm actually scared of. And by me going first this turn after the Rock Polish, he knows that I'm Scarfed. I thought I was going to die the Earthquake, so that's why I risked going with Fire Punch and getting a burn, but I lived it, which was cool. And he actually swapped out here, probably not wanting to get burned as well. I wasn't too certain why he swapped out, but he went into the Cofagrigus, and he told me later he forgot that he was asleep this turn, and didn't click the Sleep Talk, which he has to have because he has Rest, but he just apparently forgot that he was asleep. Kinda sucks, I get it, but we forget things all the time. It's Pokemon, it's not that important for it. But he does go for the Sleep Talk here, and sadly gets Rest when I switched into Manectric, and I kind of wanted to do the Snarl strategy here because I knew he was Calm Mind. I went for the I went to Mega Evolve here, and intimidating Donphan's always nice, a burn Donphan, and we're actually gonna show off the Snarl and get another Spatak drop to the Donphan. This Donphan's not having a good day right now, but I go for the Empower Ice, and it doesn't kill this Donphan, which I was like, oh, okay. And instead of maybe spinning Rocks away, I don't know if he had Rapid Spin or not, he sets up his own Rocks, which is good on his part, and I'm just gonna hit Power Ice and kill this thing anyway. Maybe if he had Rapid Spin, I might have gone for it just because of Dragonite, but to each his own. I'm going to go for the Snarl now, and it actually doesn't kill. I can't remember if that was supposed to be a low roll or not, but he does go for the Rest of this turn, so now he's at minus a special attack. I can literally just quick Snarl and guarantee a 3-hit KO at this point. It's a guaranteed 3-hit KO with Snarl, and with the Sleep Talk he does get Rest. It's unfortunate that he's been getting Rest. Like I feel the pain of getting Rest with Sleep Talk. So I feel your pain, Shouty, with that. But I'm literally clicking Snarl because that's kind of what this is for. He goes for the Shadow Ball now, and we see it's strangely still doing 15% after that much attack drop. That really shows how weak on the special side Mega Manectric is. But he goes now into the Weavile. And I know he's going to click Ice Shard, the only way he can be faster than me, and I'm going to click the Overheat. Gonna do a little bit of overkill to kill this. I probably could have packed Flamethrower and done the same, but I felt I needed the Overheat for the Mega Metagross. He goes into the D-Knight now, and now I'm kind of scared. So I decided to switch out Drop Lesnar. I didn't know if he would waste the Z-move right there, so I wanted to drop it in case he wasted it, but he does go for his D-Dance, like a good player would. And here I knew Tajiri was my only thing to even attempt to try to live one of these. And he doesn't because, it's a Z-Fly from a Dragonite. It's not going to live at all. So, he goes for his Fly here. I go for my Moonblast. I didn't know if he would go for Fly again. I didn't know if he had any weird tech. So he does go for the Fly and is going to do a lot of damage. I go for Moonblast, doing a lot of damage myself back to him. And I'm basically just going to let Clefable die here. I kind of didn't need it for anything else. It did a lot of fucking damage to this. And really, Tangela was sadly my only thing to really kind of do anything with this. I felt I wanted to Toxic it and do the Toxic Stall stuff. And here, this was a kind of a silly thing of moves where I was kind of loopy out at this point. And I was just having fun with it. I was just clicking Toxic when he would fly and protect him, he would come down. And it was just kind of like us just having fun. Like, these turns don't fucking matter in the slightest. But, again, going for the Toxic. Why the hell not? But this turn I said not to click Protect, and Spoogles lived a +1 Fly and landed the Toxic. Did what we needed him to do. And I was so surprised we landed the fucking Toxic. But he actually D-danced again rather than try to, you know, he'd die the next turn for Fly anyway. I Leech Seeded because I wanted that health back. I don't want him to die Toxic. I want that, you know, 3% health back. But he goes into the Metagross here, and I'm kind of scared. Like, really scared. He sets up the Rock Polish. Again, probably not guaranteed outspeaking Mega Metric. I Leech Seeded him now just to get that health back. Again, Leech Seed protecting. I need as much health back to try to take on this Metagross as possible. I really didn't know how much I would need due to his spread, and thankfully I had enough. Really, I had enough the last turn without Protect, but Giga Drain to make sure I get that health back. Spoogle's picking up another kill here on the Metagross, and now the Toxic damage, I click Protect. Like, there's no reason for me to do anything else here. I don't need to risk Spoogle's dying to Hyper Voice and be all cool and stuff. But Spoogles, with that Toxic damage, will actually get a third kill. So basically, the 3 kills in this match go to Tangela, and 3 kills go to Mega Metric, which was really, really fun. And I felt really cool to see that Spoogles did so much fucking work at the end of this match to actually win it for me. Good game to Shoddy and everything. Like, the crits during the match were unfortunate, of course. I believe there were a few of them that mattered. Getting the rest on his side was very unfortunate for him. I feel that pain so much. But I feel bad more for my Buzzwole. Like, I have Bulk Up. I know Bulk Up is good. It was the thing that needed to die. There wasn't much else that I could do. Like, I could drop Tajiri, but then later down the line with the Z Fly, Buzzwole would have been the one to drop again there. It was sad on my part that Buzzwole couldn't do anything really at all. But I was more scared of that Metagross, and then when the Dragonite DD happened, I was like, okay, my only shot is Tangela. Like, that is it. That's my only shot. And thank God Spoogles fucking worked. Thank God for Spoogles. But anyway, if you guys liked this battle and everything, click the like button down below and subscribe for more that will be coming out. I'll try to get these out as soon as I can. If you guys want to go see Shoddy's side of the battles, I don't know. I don't remember if he uploaded this one yet or not. I know he's working like with the same issues that I have, life issues getting in the way. Go ahead and go check him out. His channel will be in the description as well. He's got a lot more better quality in matches, I would say, than I do for good plays and such, and all of that. So go check him out and everything like that down below. But I'm gonna get up and out here, so there will be more videos and stuff, a little end card for you guys to keep on watching and stuff. You don't even have to go anywhere. You can just hit quick autoplay. But anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I'm Carson, this is Toxic Gaming, and as always, you guys stay toxic. We'll see you guys.